Again, you see, once more. We had earlier also once more, no?
Before when
We had one. Actually, that once more appears 3 times here.
once more like when the creation restarted.
Yeah.
Once more to be worked.
Yeah.
It has to be worked
Yeah.
out again.
Yeah. Actually, in this passage, there are 3 once more.
For the third one, I think.
I lost it somewhere. Anyway, we can find it out later on. Or you can find out, you see. Yeah. Once more, a trade perturbed the vacant vase. Infinity center. See, infinity has a center.
This is interesting.
Infinity is a circumference without a center. At the same time, you see. A face of rapturous calm parted the eternal lids that open heaven. Lids, eyelids. Parted the eternal lids that open heaven. A form from far beatitude seemed to near. So this dawn is coming again once more because of this work. It has been happening. She is coming once more, you see. Parted eternal lids. Next time I will give all the 3 once more. Yeah. Now, once more, a straight part of the vacant palm, infinity's center, a face of rapturous calm. This is the beauty of the line. You see, infinity is of course infinite, but it has assumed a form. It has a form with a face of rapturous calm. And therefore, it has become the infinity center. Infinity now is taking a kind of a shape, a figure, a person, a lady with a face. And therefore, that face now has become the center of infinity. Infinity center, a face of rapturous calm, parted the eternal lids that open heaven. So the heaven is now opened out because of that. A form from far beatitude seemed to near. She is coming. It is again the work of the avatar. It is he who is bringing her here. A form from far beatitude seemed to near. What is that form? What is that infinity center? What is that face? She is an ambassadress. Coming from the unknowable, from beyond Satchidananda. She is coming from the ambassador. Ambassadress takes eternity and change. See the connection between. She is bringing a kind of a message from the unknowable to things which are there in time, change. From Akshara to Kshara. The omniscient ambassadress, he is now calling her an omniscient goddess. She is coming from the unknowable, from beyond Satchidananda, the dynamic executive power of the Absolute. She knows everything, omniscient goddess, lean across the breast. So what a great thing, she is coming here. Because of him, he has prepared the whole ground for her. That wrapped the fated journey into the stars and saw the spaces ready for her feet. Wrapped the fated journey of the stars. Fated journey of the stars. That refers to things happening in change, in time. Change, in time. Ambassadors between eternity and change. How that change, fated journey of the stars is the aspect, you see. That this thing happened to happen through the various kinds of occult forces operating. It is that fate. And it is through that the journey of the stars are moving on the fate. The stars themselves are governed by that fate. And they in return govern our fate. The fated journey into the star. Who wraps? The breaths that wrap. and saw the spaces ready for her feet, her omniscient goddess. It could also mean the coming of Savitri. She is seeing now, yes, things are ready, Savitri should now come and appear here. It could also refer to her. That rather the fate is journeying, because that fate has a reference to Savitri, who is going to accept that here. That her, grammatically in the immediate context, is for the omniscient goddess, for the ambassadress. But in the longer context, in the wider context, it also would mean Savitri. Saw the spaces ready, yes, time is now ripe for Savitri to come here. Once she half looked behind for her veiled son. This of her of course is for the ambassadress, for the omniscient goddess. Then, thoughtful, went to her immortal world. She sees things are ready, but then she also sees that still a lot of work has got to be done. The ground has to be fully prepared for things to happen. Thoughtful, she is contemplating about that. Yes, all right, the moment has arrived, but still a lot of preparation is required. Went to her immortal work. In other words, she has to prepare a lot of things, many things in the occult before things can materialize here on earth. And that is the immortal work she has to do in the occult. Then thoughtful went to her immortal work. Nonetheless, while she is thinking all those things are happening, there is a sudden kind of perception by the earth herself. All those things were happening, and earth is also perceiving something. Earth felt the imperishable passage close, imperishable passage close. In change which are happening here, journeying with the stars and the fate, the imperishable is about to come. The waking ear of nature, earth felt, nature heard her steps. The waking ear of the heard her steps. Her?
Mother.
Pardon me?
The mother.
Bolo?
That is because
Imperishable.
the interpretation.
Grammatically, here it would mean imperishable.
Please.
Feminine. Earth felt the imperishable. Means it is the imperishable earth. Earth is feeling the imperishable. Who is that imperishable earth? Sorry, Savitri, or the divine goddess, the omniscient goddess. Coming here, close, coming here in the mortal world. Coming in the mortal world. Close means coming in the mortal world, not up there.
Here.
Waking ear, nature heard her steps. Her ear is of course for the imperishable. And wideness turned to her his limitless eye. Wideness has an eye which is limitless. Wideness has an eye which is limitless. And scattered on seeing her luminous smile, kindled to fire the silent to the world. Kindled to fire the silent to the world. Kindled to fire the silent to the world. What a light, kindled to fire the silent to the world. Earth failed, the imperishable passage closed. The waking ear, he is elaborating on this line. Waking ear of nature heard her steps, the imperishable steps, and wideness, see, a kind of a broadness, wideness has come here. Wideness has a limitless eye, it can see. Wideness is a difficult word. See, we live normally here in a three-dimensional space. Three-dimensional space. Height, width, breadth. We live length, height, width. Three-dimensional. Fourth dimension we add to time. So and time is the dimension of aesthetic sense. The fourth dimension is of the aesthetic sense. So what are the three dimensions in which we live? And the fourth dimension, the aesthetic sense. The three dimensions are, of course, in our case, the physical, the vital, the mental. In terms of physics, length, height, width. But in terms of psychology, it is physical, vital, mental. Add to that the fourth dimension of aesthetic sense, aesthetic spiritual sense. Fourth dimension, psycho-spiritual sense, that is fourth dimension. So we live in a world of, in that sense, maximum four dimensions: physical, vital, mental, psycho-spiritual. They are confined, but now there is going to be a wideness of all these. There is going to be a wideness of the physical or the mental or the vital or the aesthetic sense, wide. And it is in that wideness the eye is seeing things. Limitless eye, limitless possibilities of the physical, limitless possibilities of the vital, limitless possibilities of the mental, limitless possibilities of the psycho-spiritual. That eye is going to see all those things. That is the wideness. That is the wideness. See, the waking ear of nature heard her step and widened, and wideness turned. So these are the things now which are about the turning to her limitless, to its limitless eye, and scattered on sealed depth. All these symbols until now sealed, but on these, her luminous smile, she is casting her luminous smile. Kindled to fire, smile, her luminous smile, kindled to fire, the silence to the world, what is not expressed, what is mute, what has not come into full play here, that is the silence to the world. It is in that a fire has been kindled. A fire has been kindled. That they will grow up now. All these three dimensions will wake up. The eye will see the wideness of all these things and everything. Who will do that thing? The luminous smile of that deity who is coming here. Earth felt the imperishable passage close. The waking ear of nature heard her steps, and wideness turned to her its limitless eye and scattered on sealed depths. They have been locked, sealed. Her luminous smile and her luminous smile kindled the fire, the silent to the fire. So the aspiration has been set into action. Aspiration, kindled to fire. And what a beautiful line this is. Kindled to fire, the silent to the world. Grammatically, in terms of metrical, kindle is a trochee. Kindle to fire. I am the silence of the world. When you have got trochee, I am, Pyrrhic, or the words, again I am. Trochee gives a kind of forward pull. Kindle to fire, the silence to world. The trochee, the fourth foot, gives a kind of a lunging effect to move forward and carry it forward, you see. Kindle to fire, the silence to the world. And again, the alliterations of L and D and R, you see, it's like kindle to fire, the silence to the D here, D here, D here, R, fire, world. L of course is there, kindle, silence, world, you see, alliteration. Very powerful line, metrically also very beautiful, very special, kind of special line. Kindle to fire, the silent to the world. You can see the difference in the poetic quality in this line and the other line. Earth felt the imperishable passage closed. Where is a kind of a narrative, simple, plain narrative. There is poetry in that, but the kind of force which is there, kindled to fire, the silent to the world, is not there in that line, you see. The waking ear of nature, heard, these are narrative lines in a certain way. But the moment you come to this one, kindled to fire, the silent to the world, you are in a different world altogether. The rhythm takes you elsewhere, as if the line is coming from the left side of infinity, standing in front of you for a while, and again disappearing to the right side of infinity. It stands in front of you for a while, kindled to fire, the silent to the world, and again goes to the right side of the infinity. See. All grew a consecration at the right. Kindled to fire, consecration at the right. The yajna is being now performed here. I think we'll stop with that. This will take next time again. See.
It's intense.
Pardon me?
It's intense.
Yeah.
So much.
Too much. Yeah, I know. And now the link will be lost. If I take the next sentence, it will take long time.
Yeah.
It will take a long time. Therefore, best thing is to stop anymore. Kindle to fire, the silent to the world. All grew with consecration at the right. There you are. Okay, any question? Anything to ask?
What is kindle to fire?
Kindle to fire, the silent to the world.
What, can you show it the
Yeah.
pentameter?
Kindled is a trochee, long short. Kindle, long short. To fire, short long, am. The sile, again short long. Then sile ends off,
Yes.
short. Or the world, the world, again short long. So here you have got a trochee. Here you got a trochee. Sorry, you got a pyric here. Here you got a pyric. Pyrrhichi, short. So it begins with the trochee, I am, pyric, and again an I am. Kindle to fire, the silent to the world. See, the vibrations are different altogether. Don't you feel? You shout.
What is this? Agni?
Agni, that's right. The Agni has been kindled. That's right.
Agni has been
Means Agni is becoming Jagrata, waking up now in the silent world.
Agni is illuminating.
The divine Agni.
Kick-starting.
Yes.
It's
No.
kick-starting the world.
No, earth felt
Okay?
and scattered what? The waking ear of nature heard what? That something has kindled, a luminous smile has kindled that Agni. Who has kindled that Agni? Luminous smile. Whose luminous smile? Her.
Smile has illuminated.
Luminous smile has kindled that Agni. Yeah.
Just a smile.
That luminous smile has kindled that Agni. See. What do you call? How do you translate this phrase? How do they translate that line in French? How do they translate luminous smile kindled to fire? Luminous. Kindled to fire.
What? Say, luminous sourire.
Luminous surir. The same word. I thought, yeah, I know.
With a smile, she can.
La luminous surir. Yeah. Surir, yeah. Kindle and kindle.
He said, put the fire. It's
Does it convey the sense of kindle?
lit. To lit. to put the fire.
But it conveys the ignited or ignited. See, kindled is different than ignited.
Yes. Now, what is exactly kindle?
Kindle means you start set into fire, set fire,
Candid, he said it's different.
set to fire.
Set the fire.
Huh?
That's to
Yeah,
what I call
yeah.
he set the fire.
You kindle fire. Yeah. See, you can even say light a candle,
Light the candle.
but light a candle is big. It is not lighting a fire, it is kindling a fire. The whole force, vitality of the fire is emerging. And that is being done by smile, luminous smile. Luminous, of course, refers again to her, that ambassadors.
Agni is the creator of forms also.
Agni is the creator of form. We have seen last time.
Everything is created by Agni.
Yes. That's right. Agni is the creator of form. Triple Agni, threefold Agni.
So darkness becomes light.
Will become light.
Will become.
Yeah, well, I mean, here the ours felt. Means somewhere it has been already done. It has already been done somewhere. Earth is feeling, nature is feeling. Nature is receiving some kind of an idea that something is happening up there.
It is still cold and dark, no?
Yes. And that is done by luminous smile. What a beautiful phrase, luminous smile. All grew a consecration and a rite. You see. That is the Vedic ceremony he is going to describe. Consecration. Fire kindling, you got the altar, you got on the altar, you have put the firewood, everything is there, and then you light the fire, kindle the fire. And keep on pouring now ghee. That is the consecration and the rite. That we think we see next time. So, through which gate of dreams you want to pass? Luminous. Gate of dreams. You see, what a phrase, gate of dreams. What do you see? How powerful, how rich the whole description, and the kind of casual references to all the old things. You see, so casual, you see. Gold panel and oppressant hinge and oppressant. You see, what beautiful description, you see. Powerful.